Okay, so first, I mean, before we zoom into Nagalapuram and decode the topographic map, let's just take a look at South India as a whole. I mean, which are the mountain ranges which we first maybe find nearby Chennai? Okay, so on this topo, I mean, if you compare this again to the to the normal map or to the satellite map, you can see some green patches here pointing to forests. On the normal route map, you can see some open areas here which are possibly not inhabited. So this can also give you a clue as to where the mountain ranges are. But the best place to find hills around you is the terrain map. So here you can clearly see that wherever you have a smooth surface here, wherever you have the flat plains, like in Tamil Nadu, most of Tamil Nadu is flat, that you can see like a smooth green color. Wherever you see a mountain range, you can see these kind of terrain features popping up, as you might call them. So if you look at Chennai, I mean, if you look nearby Chennai, one of the reasons why we go frequently to this place called Nagalapuram, just over the border with Andhra, is because it's very close by. If you look at the scale here, we are at the scale of 20 meters. So you're actually hardly like 80 to 100 meters away from Chennai, just 2 hours drive. You can find a range here, which in size-wise, if you look at the scale again at this level, size-wise, which is probably around 8 kilometers or 10 kilometer wide, and easily 20 kilometer long. So uh, it's not even, it's more like 5 by 20. So 5 times 20. So this is around 100 square kilometer of mountain range, right? So you can also imagine if like it rains very hard in the monsoon, you basically collect lots of water on 100 square kilometers of land. So you can imagine that the amount of water that is flashing through some of these very few streams in this mountain range is sometimes enormous. I mean, the force during the monsoon is like heavy. That's why you see those big boulders typically lying around in the riverbed, which are typically deposited there during those heavy flash floods. Okay, we see Nagalapuram here to the left of Nagala. We have Nagari. Nagari, which is also quite interesting. We have been focusing on this place in the last couple of months. Bigger towards the north, we have north of Tirupati here. We have a much bigger place, like kind of 20 kilometer by 150. So here we have talk about 3,000 square kilometer of virgin jungle. So a nice chunk of reserve forest here with more wildlife because it's a bigger ecosystem. To the right side, we have Venkatagiri. So these are three places which we frequently visit. If you go towards south, towards Tamil Nadu, then you can, most nearby Chennai, you can see this bigger piece popping up. This is less known to most people. These are called the Javadu Hills. So next to Javadu, I have this small patch, much smaller than Javadu, which is Yelagiri. Yelagiri is a well-known place because, I mean, it's like a tourist spot. A lot of villages also, a lot of tourism going on, people building some holiday home here. And so this is less suitable for trekking because it's like all, I mean, not much jungle is left there. However, if you go to Javari, then more specifically to the northeast of Javari, you'll have a much more native, like unexplored place and much bigger also. Although these places are a little bit more dry than the smaller Nagalapura and Nagari, where you kind of have water flowing throughout the year. So then further north, when we come towards Salem, on top of Salem we have Erkat, a well-known hill station with the Chevaroy Hills. Beautiful place also for treks. We have gone there a couple of times. To the right you have the Kalrain Hills, little less known. Again, more like villages and paddy fields, less dense jungle, less nice valleys to trek along. To the south of Salem you got the Collie Hills here. Collie Hills are again a little bit interesting. Also quite populated, but still you got some interesting valley there and waterfalls to trek along. And then basically you have to go, right, that's kind of it, close by Chennai. Then you basically have to zoom out and kind of spend an overnight journey to reach like mostly places close to the Western Ghats. We got Kodaikanal here, the Kodai range, where sometimes we do treks. Like next week, Durai is doing one from the southern side, from the Bodhi side. You can also do nice treks from the Palani side. There are a lot of deeply cut valleys here in this mountain range. which will allow you to trek towards Kodaikanal. So this is Kolai. So if you go up down here, you have Uti, you have the Silent Valley on the left side. This big valley here is the Silent Valley. If you go further up, you come in places like Wainat, Kalpetta here. This is Wainat. Here you got the Velari Malai, the Vavun Malai, highest peaks, which are very nice places to trek. A bit less easy to get permission these days. The forest officials in KL are very strict on permission. They're very strict on even spending the night in the forest. And then if you go a little bit towards higher up, towards the Bangalore altitude here, latitude. If you look for Sakleshpur here somewhere, yeah, Hosakere and Shakleshpur here. So if you go here, you have the Kabinali Reserve Forest, which is more well known as the Ombatigure place, where we also have gone very frequently. This is again a big jungle and very beautiful mountain range. What it's indicated here with a lot of valleys, a lot of peaks, a lot of ridges, which are more dense jungle than the Eastern Ghats, obviously, because you get more rains in the Western Ghats. So dense jungle here, which is also very nice for trekking. More wildlife, more snakes in these places. Okay, so from a macro level point of view, terrain maps really allow you to quickly see the places which are interesting for treks. So now let's go a little bit at those 3 highest zoom levels, and let's start decoding this Nagalapuram. So let me start from the west here. So if I take a quick look at the photographic view, I can see the western entry here with the big dam where we park the cars, and here the stream on which we trek. So if I switch back to the terrain view now and take a look right at this range. So let's take a look and identify various terrain features on this realistic map. So let me again stop the recording and save.